Hi guys, welcome back to another Next Rank YouTube video. It's Johnny and Jack with the famous, the much requested random replay review series. We're watching a Grand Champ 1 replay from end of Season 19 today. We're on Voidikin POV at the moment, and he's teamed with Shalashaska.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful. And they're going up against another random duo here. So what was the name of this replay, Jack? Because we didn't choose this one out. It wasn't entirely random. We were kind of baited by the replay name, if I recall.
Yeah, look, when we look for these replays, you know, you obviously have to get a decent game. We don't look through them, though. But if there's a replay name... Yeah, we haven't seen this replay. We're watching it live with you. If there's a replay name... You know, it might be more interesting. This one was called Stoopid Game with two O's instead of a U, and that just goes straight in, Johnny.
That's it.
That's a good 50. I mean, look, out of all the replays we've done so far, I mean, we've done plats, we've done diamonds. A lot of stupid things have happened in those games, and I'm very keen to see if these guys can match it. I'm interested, but this is GC1, Johnny. I don't know. We're actually going to see some decent plays here already coming out. Some higher level gameplay.
I wouldn't jump to that conclusion quite so quickly as a GC1 player myself. I see plenty evidence to the contrary in my gameplay, but we'll see. So far, so good. These have been some good goals.
Yeah.
This is that's a double commit. I mean, when you're solo queuing, that's something that can happen if you just jump up when your teammate's behind you. You might just end up double committing, but you land okay, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks like a pretty aggressive player, Voidikin.
Good wave dashes.
Gone for almost every ball.
Wall dashes, sorry.
Spamming the wall dashes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going for pretty much every challenge. Okay, now he doesn't. He leaves it for the first time. So I like that he's done that at least once.
You know what? I like what I see from this player, though. He seems fairly confident. He seems very controlled. I mean, that first touch isn't the best, but he's trying to go for these plays. Like it's not bad. That's I liked it. Look, it didn't work out because there was a player there, but he's trying to leave the ball for his teammate behind to shoot because he's on low boost. It makes more sense. Yeah, I really like this player. What we're seeing so far. Good, pretty good challenge timings.
Safe,
great wall dashes, by the way. Honestly, better than mine. So I'm very interested here.
Oh, look at this as well. He's not immediately challenging. This is good because his teammate's coming back. So again, I like the challenge timing. Oh dear. Just a compliment. We've got the little failed wave dash. Happens.
That happens to me 5 times every day. So if I'm playing 20 games or 30 games a day, that'll happen a few times.
I would have liked to. Sorry, yeah.
Especially off wave dash kickoffs. Oh, I like the zap dash there. What were you going to say? You would have liked...
I was going to say, I like the idea of delaying the challenge. We've been talking about the challenge timing. So you've got a challenge for your teammate in 2v2, or this player's been doing that a lot, but on that last goal they conceded, we didn't get back quick enough. Obviously the failed wave dash didn't help, but we were also just kind of stuck in the mud. Oh, this is going to be a goal, isn't it? This is why the replay saved, Jack. This is why the replay saved.
Oh my God.
We should have known. Okay, so now we know it's called Stupid Game because it's a good stupid.
Oh wow, that is a very good stupid. Get me this guy's contact. It's the off season right now, Johnny. We might need to make some calls.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? This is when somebody says, "Hey, can you review my replay?"
I don't know what I was doing wrong.
I don't know what I was doing wrong. I just really struggle with these games. I had a bad session, and then it's just the best peak of their career.
There's just an insane goal. Yeah.
Oh, I like that little half flip outplay. Not bad.
I will say,
this is a great game.
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna kind of go back here and say a couple of things. I do think that I like his extra thinking with what he's trying to do with the challenges. He's not rushing into it. I do think sometimes he's making himself a little awkward by taking too much time on them and then letting it kind of come to him. Letting the ball come to him is fine, but you have to make sure you're also moving and going into the ball at the correct time. He's letting the ball come to him well, but he's also stopping a lot of the time, and that makes him very awkward when it actually does go above his head like this. This is still very well played to kind of recover it. But you'll see that the opponent here, I actually want to point them out and what they did. He sees that this player isn't facing forward into this ball. What does that mean? Does it mean that this guy can jump and go for a dunk? It does, but what else can he do? He can just drive through. He might get a demo on this guy, and if he doesn't, I mean, he didn't even mean to get a demo on that guy, but it works out really perfect, right? So we just have to be careful with slowing down too much on our challenges to the point where our opponents can just drive challenge through like that. and we're actually awkward when the ball gets to us. But the waiting itself is good. We just maybe need to circle around and get into the ball at the right time a little bit better.
Yeah, that's exactly the same thing that happened when they conceded the second goal. It was like, okay, good idea to delay the challenge, but we've stopped. We've stopped moving, and now we have to wave dash in the spot to get momentum again.
Same thing here.
Could have forced here for a teammate way earlier. So we're trying to win the ball for ourselves here.
Yeah.
Like, we want to be the main character, but you're not going to be the main character in every play. Sometimes it's better to just go, get outplayed, force a challenge as early as possible. Now your teammate's got a longer time to process the save angle.
By the way, this guy's had some solid kickoffs. So I'm going to switch POV here and check out this player for a bit if you don't mind, because we've been on void the whole time, but there's 3 other players in the lobby, and one was going for a sidewall skim to our opponent here. Oh, Johnny. Okay, I thought he was going to peek, and that was why this game was called Stupid Game again. Might have to go back to void if he's scoring goals like that.
If I recall, I will spoil something, because obviously when we boot up the replay, we can see the timeline at the bottom. There were 2 moments where it had the little arrow, and they were both after blue goals. That's why when I was a bit suspicious in the first one. We saw him going for the ceiling shot. I was like,
he gets a double tap. Oh,
nice.
Oh,
not nice. Oh, not nice at all.
Oh no, what happened?
He's coming in way too hot. He's coming in way too hot.
Oh, he's AFK. We're all AFK. Oh, it's not good for the mental.
Close game. This is tilting, because if you've scored a really good goal, you want to win the replay, because you're saving the replay for your good goal. But you don't want the replay to be a loss in your match history, so that's really putting pressure on us right now.
Yeah. Oh, was that a broken rule 1 there? Oh, hang on. Nice play. I like it. I like it a lot. It's good. It's very good stuff. I think we had a rule 1 in the corner over here, which got broken. And then we just tap it around. We're not trying to go to net instantly. We're taking it around the opponents. We're taking our time on the shot. We don't have to rush it. Let the ball come to you off of bounces.
Actually, Jack, can you show the defense POV there as well, the goalie POV? Because I think this will illustrate why it's such a good idea to hit the back corner wall with your touches, whether it's a pass to a teammate or just a shot for yourself. The Cam Launders guy. Let's watch this guy.
Cam Launders,
it's like way harder for the defense to read this than it is for you. It's like always just like, where's that going? Is it bouncing in? Is it bouncing is it coming back across? Is it going straight in next to the wall? From the defender POV, it's very hard to see that, but from your POV, if you're the one shooting into the corner, much easier. So it's a far easier read for the offense.
Yeah, exactly. Same with backboard reads or hits as well. Yeah, it's much easier. Always easier for.
Wait a minute, this is why you save the replay, isn't it? Yep, I knew it. I just knew it.
Okay, what's going on here?
All right.
What's going on here? I mean, what stupid game? I was expecting some actually stupid things, not just the
this is the kind of stupid we wanted.
Wow. Okay, fair enough.
That's a great reset. Let's get around the ball like that, put it back into the net.
Yeah, that's a very good shot. This guy is feeling good. This guy is he's having a good game here. A very good game.
He is having a very good game.
We've left on that.
Careful. Okay, yeah, but I feel like this is okay. This is my rank. I'm like GC1, GC2. So this is literally the rank I play at, and I run into players like this occasionally. Who are just scoring the craziest goals, but they're all universally the dumbest player in the lobby every time. Like the player who's scoring the best goals, best mechanics is usually the dumbest as well, or else they wouldn't be in this rank. They'd be higher rated. So we need to be smarter. You need to, look for those little mistakes, which there have been. I mean, we've conceded 5 times. Yeah. So going for boost there. I mean, we shouldn't have to explain this. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Just make it 3. Oh, never mind.
Oh no, is he going to ground pitch this?
Okay.
Oh, the teammate comes in.
Nice fake. I like it. Dude, these guys have played well. I think this has been a solid game. Yeah, some definitely interesting.
The challenge, the losing momentum, like you said, at random moments is detrimental, and that's going to be extremely detrimental if you try and play 3v3 or now 4v4 as it's been added. Like that's a really bad habit to lose your momentum all the time.
Yeah.
The trying to be a bit selfish. Obviously, you have to be pretty selfish in 2v2 at times, but not in defense. You don't really want to be selfish in defense. If your teammate's in the goal, you want to force early for them. You want to give them time.
So from my, I could be reading into it too much, and you are right. In the end, it does become selfish, but I don't think he's meaning it to be like, I'm just trying to get the ball here and do that. I think he's actually trying to take his time for his teammate and play like that. But it just doesn't end up in the right kind of outcome, and it does end up in like a selfish outcome.
Do you remember the flick that they conceded?
Yes.
I think it was a flick. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of when I say that he's not playing for his teammate. But I mean, actually, a lot of the time he is. It's just like
I think he was trying to, and he's just doing it incorrectly. So like things like this, right, where
he's playing for his teammate by like letting his teammate come back. But are we really playing for a teammate? You know, this is kind of like we're just hoping that the opponents like play themselves. Right. We've just done nothing here in a way. So the idea is good, but we've not executed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not got back.
I don't necessarily mind that, but like stuff like this where the best thing that the thing that our teammate wants the most here is simply for us to dive, or for us to just like go back behind him, because this guy is also kind of looking to challenge, and he's hoping that this void person here just rotates behind him. So basically, in solo, especially in solo Q2s, it's very confusing. Especially in solo Q2s, we just have to make it more obvious what we're trying to do with our teammate. Like these flips here across the pitch, you never want to flip like this. So he also does this later on, which I'll point out. But this player here, he has 100 boost, but he flips as his initial like gain of momentum, right? Like his initial kind of like thing he does to gain speed is he flips rather than boosts. That's backwards to me. I think you should boost first because it gives you more options. Once you flip, you're committed to that line, all right? So you can't react to everything else. You can't change your path. It also, if you're flipping with like 0 boost beforehand, you're also just kind of moving slowly. You know, it's a bit strange. So I would never do that kind of flip without boosting first if you're trying to gain speed. It just doesn't make sense. And then we flip again, and that really puts us out of position. So now once we flip, you guys might think this is like overanalyzing, but I swear to God it's not, because
no, this is the
reason this player pushes forward is because Void flips here. Mm-hmm. What that indicates to this player is that Void is now trying to go wide and rotate back. That's the line of thinking that this player is going through here. And then once he turns again, you'll see this guy starts to have to reverse. So that's where the mistake's coming from. The actual challenge kind of thought process, if you want to just fake challenge and go behind your teammate, that's fine. And if you want a full challenge, that's also fine in this position. Honestly, there's just not one correct play. You can make anything work. You just have to not do both at the exact same time, or neither at the exact same time, because that's what's happening here. Like we're just kind of getting stuck in between those two options, and that's what messes up here.
Yeah, it's just confusing for the defender. We've talked about it in a lot of Next Rank videos on the channel. Be sure to check those out if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Like communicating to your teammate who's not in comms. These guys are probably, they're not in comms because they're not partied. So they're just playing Rocket League with no comms here. Your flips tell your teammate what you mean to do, like Jack's talking about. So, you can't, show him one thing by flipping away and then turn and be like, haha, actually, I'm coming. Right. You could argue that, okay, well, now you've tricked the opponent because they saw you flip as well. But in that instance, the opponent's like just mainly thinking about what they're doing, especially if they're ball carrying. They're just trying to get the ball under control and flick it as best as they can. But yeah, this is a good one, because the losing momentum is far from ideal here just in general. But I do see like another pattern, Jack. This player doesn't like to use their boost
when they're on
for things that aren't fun. Yeah, because we had 100 in the back corner a while ago. But you pointed out that they flipped initially, not boosting. And now we've got 100 boost and we're not using it. We're trying to save it for like, I don't know, the next ceiling shot that we go for or something. Like, use your boost. Just use your boost to get back into defense. Like, this is a bad habit that a lot of players have, where they don't use boost defensively. They're just almost lazy on the pitch, where you'll be solo in defense and your teammate's got 100 boost and they're flipping back. You're like, bro, boost and flip, please. You gotta get back a little more urgently than this. So momentum's key here. We need to actually do something. Like, this is a very lazy force, and don't be afraid to use your boost for things that aren't aerials.
Definitely.
You don't need to save it for later all the time.
Absolutely. I want to speak about this player as well, because there's a couple of things. Like you said, we're not using any boost, and what Johnny is like kind of wanting this player to do is the same thing as I want him to do, is use the boost to take a wider angle, right, and then come in with a bit more momentum. Because if you do that, if you boost here a little bit back and then turn with a drift, or turn just in a circle, basically, you can come into the ball, have the speed, so if you need to hit it hard, you can, Like if you see last second, okay, actually there's a orange player coming for this ball. I didn't realize it. I'm just going to boom this. Now because we're coming in with speed, we can actually do that. If the orange player doesn't actually go for the ball or backs off fake challenges, well, we're coming with speed. We have the option to boom it, but we can also just cut all our speed down last second and catch the ball, like we're trying to do here now with no momentum anyway. So you're just giving yourself more options, and that's the number one thing we want. We want to give ourselves as many options as we can, and then make the decision last second. And you might go, well, that's playing too reactive. I want to know what I'm doing, beforehand, in the middle, and at the end, and stick to it throughout. But that's just not how Rocket League works. You have to give yourself the options and then react last second to what you actually want to do. And everyone watching this video can do that. It becomes very natural to them in this game. I want to also speak about this challenge in general because I don't mind the idea of letting our opponent go to the corner here with the ball because everyone watching this video, most of you will have heard us say that the corner is a very, very safe spot in the game in your defense. It's the spot that it's very difficult for the attackers to create angles out of as long as the ball is actually trapped there. If the ball's moving quickly, they can hit it against the corner wall, then it is dangerous at times. But if the ball's kind of just moving slowly, stuck on the ground, it's fairly safe. So I don't mind forcing our opponent into the corner, but we actually have to do it quicker. So once we see him jump, or even before we see him jump, if we're coming in with speed and then we just fake challenge him, then we get out, right? We need to get out quick, not going in slow and then, staying in the spot. I know he messed up his wave dash and stuff like that, but it's the idea beforehand. We need to almost be moving, and then rotate through the midfield back to the back post, around our teammate and let him go into the corner. That would be a good play in that position. But because we're kind of just stuck, going slow, we're not getting out. We're not doing anything to help our teammate after the fact. So we actually fake challenge, but then we also still leaving our teammate in a 1v2. So you're not actually fake challenging. You're just getting beat. Right? That's all that's happened there. Okay? So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fake challenge needs to have a follow-up. It has to have a recovery, or it has to have, some kind of next step to be relevant. And like Jack said, that one in the back corner, your next step after faking a challenge is to quickly get back and help your teammate defend, because now they're actually going to need to challenge because you fake challenge. You've let them through, which is fine if you get back, which I don't think he would have got back even if he got the wave dash to work.
No, he wouldn't have.
It was a mechanical mistake, but we still wouldn't have made it back because we had no momentum anyway. We're starting a wave dash from zero momentum. It's really slow. So it's bad mechanically, yes, on an obvious level, but the idea that we're following up with is also bad. And this is a cool. This is out of all of the positions where we've ended up being slow, I don't really mind this one as much if it was the only time we've done this.
Yes.
But because we've done it so much, now it's just a pattern of behavior that the other players can exploit, because they've seen you stop, they've seen you be slow so many times, they're just gonna challenge you.
He did really well to make up for it. I don't think that
I like that play. Very nice to turn in half flip.
It's
and
good.
Pop the
it's
ball.
Good reactions. It's good. What's the word? Like being adapted.
Small pad pathing is good as well. Covered mid. So a lot of things that are good here, but it's just like another example of a tendency that this player is exhibiting that can be exploited.
And every player has bad tendencies. Like this player played an incredible game. He scored two really insane goals, set up another one. His mechanics were borderline, in my opinion, borderline perfect on the ball for this rank, for what you expect of this rank.
These are like SSL goals.
I agree.
Like some of the goals, but like some of the other
challenges
movement is also really good. It's just the challenges need some work. Keeping the momentum needs some work, especially if you want to then go and play 3s, 4s, where you're going to need to move a lot faster consistently. So you're right. It was actually it was actually in the back corner there. But we overall. I didn't expect to see this type of stupid. Initially, I was disappointed, but overall, it's been actually a really interesting game, because this is a problem that a lot of people face. Maybe not to the same level, because this is Grind Champ, so it's pretty high compared to most Rocket League players, but a lot of Rocket League players will think that they're more mechanical than their rank, and they're wondering why they're stuck, and they can't figure it out. And, hopefully these tips in this video have helped you guys, because it's obviously a very mechanical player who's played a super close game. It's 5-5.
And it shouldn't have been
6-5. and this is like a peak. It should have been like a 6-2, 6-1. You know, we should have absolutely crushed this because some of the goals we're conceding are so preventable.
Absolutely, and that's a good thing to want in your games that you lose, and it's a good thing to have easy mistakes to fix rather than hard ones. So I'd be very, very happy with this game if I was this player. I'm sure he is. Yeah, I just wanted to quickly point out before I have nothing else, but again, it's just the flipping with 0 boost being used. Like, if we want to gain speed, then we want to use boost beforehand. Not that you should here. You don't actually want to. It's just a mistake to actually push forward here anyway, because there's simply a player turning and jumping for this. So then we have to kill all our momentum, turn around. And obviously this guy doesn't make his best play if he just got a better first touch like they would at SSL, for example. It would be more dangerous. And you might go, well, okay, this isn't SSL. We don't have to worry about that. But that's the rank that we're trying to push at or push into, at this type of level. I mean, of course, there's GC2 and GC3 beforehand that they need to focus on, but you get what I mean. And so we need to cut the mistakes out that would be punished at a higher rank. This is one of them. If we want to push forward, just use 5 boost. Because you're then not committed to a path. You're not committed to a speed. You're not committed to any type of movement. Whereas if we flip, we're dead in the water basically for about half a second or a second, so whilst we're mid flip, and that is a lot of time in a game like this and in a situation like this. So yeah, just a couple of mistakes. But I think a lot of people can learn from this replay in particular. I think like you said, it has a lot of common mistakes that people make that aren't easily seen, like
identifiable.
Yeah, when they're playing the game. Like, a lot of your mistakes are just mechanical mistakes, and you can see them whilst you're playing. I just scuffed this shot, I just missed this ball. But like these types of challenges, these types of movement, like these flips, you might think they're not a big deal, but they do make a big difference, and you do start to concede certain goals, like the flick we saw earlier where we have 2 people back and you shouldn't be conceding. It comes from the small mistakes, like the flips, like the extra fake challenges when we need to just get behind, stuff like that. So I think there's a lot for people to learn from here.
Yeah, and they're all like, you'll have noticed that all the suggestions we're making are quite simple. They're not, this has been a high level game, and there's been a lot of good plays in it that are going to be impossible for most of you guys to replicate. Right. And, including myself. I'm not doing anything like this in the air. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, we will. We'll get there, which is just a mechanical grind and a lot of time in the game. But the mistakes that we are pointing out, that these are things you can fix immediately. They're not difficult. The ideas like using your boost for defense, using your boost just to rotate back. Yeah, it's not fun, but it's a big boost to your game, and that's going to be something you'll notice more at low and mid level. These players they'll get 100 boosts and then they'll just drive back slowly. Yeah, because they want to save their boost for the next aerial. They want to save their boost for the fun part of the game, the off the wall play, which is great when you have boost to go for. But you don't want to leave your teammates alone in defense just because you're saving your boost, right? And you don't want to use it. It's one of the things that will annoy me the most, honestly, when I see it. Yes, I'll see a teammate who's so mechanical, but they're like lazy. They're like not boosting back, and they're not keeping their momentum. And look at this again. It's like, why do we want the boost so much? This is like simple stuff that will always be a part of the game, going for boost over ball. But you've got to just be willing to be low boost sometimes, be comfortable with low boost situations. And be able to build momentum using other means, which obviously this player knows how to do.
Definitely. I like this player, though. I really do. I like what he showed in this.
A lot of potential.
Definitely. He could easily push into GC2, GC3, and SSL.
Probably already GC2 peak, if I had to guess. I reckon I'd be surprised if this is a GC1 peak.
He does seem very good. So but
GC3 with a few tweaks, SSL absolutely attainable for sure.
I agree. Yeah, this one's been a little bit different because there's not been as many funny things happening in this one. So hopefully you guys don't mind a little bit more of a kind of like a serious review on a player in particular, because we also didn't really look at the rest of the players in this lobby. But let us know if you kind of prefer this, or if you like both. We can obviously do a mix of everything here.
Jack. Peak 1690, so GC2.
Yeah, okay, there we go. So GC2 peak, that does make sense. I still think that he can be GC3 SL kind of level.
I mean, this is going to sound so. I mean, obviously it is sellout, but 100%. If this player watch out of 5 to 10 videos from our course, they're SSL. Like, based on the evidence. You don't believe me? Go and ask all the GC2s and 3s in the Discord how much MMR they gained, because it's just simple stuff. Rocket League is actually a much more simple game than most people think. When you're GC2, GC3, or when you're maybe like Champ 2, Champ 3, when you're trying to get into like a high rank for the first time, you think, okay, I've got to go and really learn some advanced stuff here. Rarely the case. It's usually the fundamentals that are missing from even high-rated players, and that's what will take them to actually the next rank. But yeah, don't take my word for it. Please join the Discord. Ask all the members of the community. We've had over 800 people now by the course, helping each other out with replay reviews, really good, and asking questions, interacting. It's becoming an awesome community that we hoped it would be. So shout out to all of you guys who have joined, and even if you're not going to buy the course, check out the videos, check out the free course, and join the Discord anyway. There are free to use channels.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, that'll be all for us, or from us, sorry, for today. Let us know if you have enjoyed this. Like Johnny said, check out the course at thenextrank.com. Check out all the other videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.